Greetings, everyone! Welcome back to Corpse Party, Book of Shadows, and, we're starting our 4th chapter, I believe, and I think we're gonna complete it this video. There's only 3 more chapters after this. Hold on, let me check. Let me quickly check. Go over to, options and endings list. So yeah, 3 more. Which, the next one, chapter 5, is dreadful. I hope the endings are back to back like chapter 3 was. But Purgatory is I might complete it this video. I hope I can. I'm not going to be looking at my endings list thingy because I can only get 2 possible endings from this chapter. So whatever choices I make and stuff I'll just have to make the opposite choice again if I lose or win or so. I don't know. Hold up, I gotta check the name tags. I haven't gotten any name tags. These are those are the schools. I have all of those. I'm missing, I only have 2 of those. 3, 1. This one I only have 1 as well. I'm missing a lot of name tags. I have 1 and 2. I only completed the, Momijigawa High School one. It's the only one I've completed. But I guess we should just get right into it. So this is Sayaka speaking. Don't know who Sayaka is, but, you know, Sayaka Maizono. Our friendship will last forever. It will never die. Ooh, my mind was in a daze. The lights on the ceiling were spinning, moving in and out of one another, alternating between hazy and distinct and forming spiral patterns in my eyelids. I was being jerked along the ground by my legs like a heavy sack of rocks. I could feel every step he took vibrate across my entire body. Ooh. But I couldn't do anything to stop it. I could no longer move of my own accord. I just kept getting dragged, inch by inch across that filthy floor. Then eventually, he stopped and threw me down, and I rolled hard onto my face. I was helpless before him. Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's this? What was that? That piece of chocolate had fallen out of my pocket. I was pretty sure it did anyway. And I wasn't about to let anyone else have it. Give it back, you bastard. The large man took my crumpled form and roughly flipped me back over by the legs, as if I were nothing more than a doll to him. I was facing him from the middle of the hallway as he readied his enormous hammer and looked right into my eyes. Was this it? Was this it? I was going to be killed now? Please God, no. I was terrified, but not entirely. After all, she's coming to save me. Naho's coming. I know she is. She'll always come. She's my friend. No, Naho's not coming. There's chocolate. Yara. Oh. Okay. Purgatory. Yes. We're starting episode 4. Purgatory. Yo, we're at a rave, dude. Yo, why are we at a rave? Whoa, yeah. My name is Sayaka Ue. I'm a junior at Palonia, whatever, Academy High School. I'm just a normal girl. My job conflicts with my studies, so I don't go to school all that often. And this was the first day I had free in a while, so I called out my friend Naho and we spent the whole day together having a blast. The last event on our schedule was a Twinkle Girls concert. They play They play every so often at a local venue called Club Beta. Yo! Don't know if this music is copyrighted, since this video might get copyright claimed, but no. So what? All my other Corpse Party videos didn't, so I don't know why this one would. But this is, yeah, music. And they're also incredibly cute. I try to catch them whenever I can. Recently, Twinkle had been performing on every request show, or on evening request shows, and they'd been getting more and more attention as well. They should, you know. I joined them on the program a few times myself, and the group and I like to keep in touch through text and tweets. Yeah, cheering for this this idol group or whatever they are. Yo, Naho, yo, what's good, Naho? Damn, you're not dead yet. My eyes met with Naho's, and we both put our hands in the air like we just didn't care. So cute. Thanks, Sayaka. Twinkle's. I forgot what voice I gave her in Corpse Party, but Twinkle's the best. I think I'm in love. Right? Aren't they awesome? I mean, their moves in that last song. Oh, I remember. Check it out. Check this out. Whoa, you've got it down, girl. Though I thought your hip movements are a teensy bit off. Outside club beta after the show. Fans were, I don't know what that word says. Kitray? I don't know. Fans were having around the street corner, immersed in the lingering rhythm of the music. I wanted to ride that wave myself, but didn't like the idea of blocking the road in the process. So Naho and I just practiced our way back to the station. Hey, check it out! I bought a towel! Why? Naho began waving around the towel she'd bought at the merchandise booth after the show. She looked like a matador taunting a pop idol. Ha ha ha! The new #1 fan! That's excellent! I'll have to buy one next time myself. Oh, it's still only 9. Hey, Sayaka. What say we drop by Gust's on the way back? Come on, let's get ourselves some sweets to eat. Sounds pretty sweet to me. Lead on. Okay, stop making puns, dude. Nobody gave you permission to make puns. It's supposed to be a horror game, bro. But these last 2 chapters haven't been horror. Well, the third one was kind of horror. But there's nobody dying in the third one. And it ended romantically. Kinda. Give me a strawberry milk flan special, please. What? Whatever was Naho had ordered, it sounded completely alien to me. The heck is that? Sounds super sugary. Something that'll put me in 7th heaven. That's what. It's covered in milk and ridiculously delicious. This is Naho Sainoki. We're in the same school, same year, same class. Our backgrounds are sorta similar, and well, we talk all the time and eat together and stuff, bro. Naho's completely different. Like, she's really different from when we last saw her in the Corpse Party. Like even the parts we've seen before Naho died in the other world, she was still kind of cold and stuff. So I don't know what's going on with Naho right here. But most of all, just look how cute she is. When we're together, she even makes me, a gal like me, all wobbly. I love this little lady. Bro, shut up. Point is, it's good. And you're welcome to try some if you'd like. Why, thank you. As for me, I believe I'll go with the butterful pancakes. Coming right up. They do say girls shouldn't ingest a lot of calories after 9 at night. But hell, we hadn't eaten anything all day, so I figured why not indulge a little. La 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 whatever. Stop saying la la la, bro. Naho was gazing longingly at her towel while singing the melody to one of Twinkle's songs. She's usually a really cool and collected person, so I bet our classmates would flip out if they saw her like this. It was only when the two of us were alone together that she let loose with this feline-like personality of hers, and it's always made me feel really special. You sure seem like you sure dude, I cannot speak. You sure seem like you had a great time. I'm glad you could join me. Great. Nahal slowly raised her head up and looked into my eyes, and wow, what a gaze that girl had. I felt like I could lose myself in those perfect peepers, bro. Not peepers, not the word peepers. God! The word peepers is like, so it's what in Angels of Death. There's this weird guy who calls eyes peepers and stuff. I kind of tried to do his voice before, so I was like reading down some lines from the Angels of Death visual novel and stuff, and it's a lot of peepers. You know, peepers is not. I don't like the word peepers. Something wrong? I'm worried about you, Sayaka. You haven't been getting enough rest lately, have you? I had completely hidden my fatigue, but Naho somehow saw right through me. I could never keep anything from her. Yeah, I haven't really had weekends these last 2 months. Voice acting, soap operas, online radio. Yeah, I can definitely see the problem. I'll bet you're one to talk though. Radio, ghost hunts, and oh yeah, aren't you supposed to be in a movie too? Totally jelly, by the way. Haha, I'm just an extra. I'll be sitting behind Takumu, Saito, eating French food. Hooray for me! I didn't announce that yet, though. Where did you hear about it? Oh, Mr. Taguchi's blog, of course. He wrote a ton about it, all in boldface. What? And he told everybody to cheer you on as loud as they could. Oy vey. What? Oy vey? Is that what you say? Her expression twisted into an exaggerated blah pose. And she sprawled out across the table. You can't see anything around that guy. For a while, I gazed at Naho, who had placed her chin on the table and puffed out her cheeks. Not sure how to break the silence, I tried switching the subject. Oh hey, Naho, for my next radio show, I'm doing a special on scary stories. What? The deflated Naho suddenly reinflates. Guess I piqued her interest. You've got a great voice, and I'd love to have you as a guest speaker. You can be my expert commenting on ghost stories submitted by listeners. Her head still glued to the table, Naho fell deep into thought. She seemed oddly concerned. I couldn't miss the momentary twinkle in her eye, though. Success! I just need to rebate the line, and she was as good as caught. Come on, please, for me! My listeners know we're friends, and I get a lot of messages asking me why you haven't been on the show yet. You're a big hit for sure. But more than anything, I really just want to see you, want to see what it's like to co-host a show with my bestest buddy, Naho. Meow, meow. Why are you meowing? Stop meowing, dude. Stop meowing. Stupid Naho. Oh, she mewed. She was showing interest. It wouldn't take much to get her to pounce on this old yarn now. Shut up, bro. Holy Jesus. I'm dying. Yo, Naho. Naho. Yo, what's popping, Naho? Is that a glass? Are you spooning a glass of water, dude? I think she's spooning a glass of water. She's she's going to. dude. Okay. Where is it? I think. Meow. Come on. Meow. This was a thing that just sort of happened between us sometimes. She turned into a cat, and I played the part of her master. Shut up. There's some fancy cat food in it for you if you say yes. What's that supposed to mean exactly? I'll treat you at Cafe Quill Fight None. Sounds good. Or sound good? Ooh. Naho's face lit up. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah! Thank you! I love you, Naho! Meow. Hiss. Stop hissing, dude. Why are you hissing at me? I did it. I got in the green light. My smile couldn't have been bigger at that moment. Naho's popularity had exploded recently, so she'd been having a hard time managing all the requests she'd been getting to appear on other radio shows. I've been hoping to get a chance to tie our work together at some point, but I never imagined it'd be this easy. Okay. So with that out of the way, we sat back and enjoyed the hell out of our butterfly pancakes and strawberry milk flan special. And before we knew it, it was past 10. Naho and I stood up and started down the road home, giggling and chatting the whole way. Okay. So Naho, when are you going to school again? I planned on it tomorrow. I've been ditching class a lot for work, but they said I should at least show up to hand them a report. Oh, okay. You're going to have to turn it in too, you know. They'll be asking for it next time you're there. Really? Well, whatever. It's just a report. It'll work itself out if I stay up all night. Haha. Oh, hey, want to stop in and grab Kibiki's new book? You've been dying to read it, right? And this place is on your way. So... Oh, yes, please! Dude, what? Right this way, then madam. What? Right this way, then madam. Or, I don't know. Naho's house was literally on the way home for me. What? Naho's house was literally on the way home for me. Or rather, Mr. Kibiki's house, since that's where she's been staying for the last little while. Okay, I was like, what? Ooh, house. Due to various circumstances, Naho had been commuting to school from here rather than living with her parents. Supposedly, she'd moved in to study under Mr. Kibiki, like his Padawan. She was always willing to go that extra mile, and I always admired that about her. Okay. Kibiki, I'm home. It's Kibiki! Welcome back. Not too cold out, I trust. Nah. Oh, hello. You must be... I was nervous as he looked me over, but he had very kind eyes, and man was he ever hot, like old school Japanese style hot. Dude, what? Good evening. Oh, yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Oh, that's me speaking. I was like, good evening. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Sayaka Oe. I bowed quickly, and Mr. Kibiki flashed a gentle smile. Kibiki, thanks for always looking after Naho. She talks about you quite a lot. I'm so glad. I've also heard a lot about you, Mr. Kibiki. A laundry list of failed publications, no doubt. Oh no, that's not true at all. Oh, what? I'll check. Okay. Hey, Sayaka, since you're here, why don't you stay for tea or something? Kibiki bought some really amazing second flushed, Darjeeling. Okay. Well, I kind of felt like I was being put on the spot. I mean, it was already late, and I doubt Mr. Kibiki was too keen on playing host. You don't mind, do you? You don't mind, do you, Kibiki? Huh? Of course not. Though you'd best give your family a call and let them know where you are. You wouldn't want to worry them after all. Thank you very much. I hope it isn't too much trouble. Please make yourself at home. Bro, is this the part where, you know, they do the ritual? Dude's got a killer smile. It was easy to see why Naho got so into him. Alright then, come on in. Okay. Who killed who? Was it Naho who killed Kibiki or Kibiki who killed Naho? I don't, if I remember correctly from Fourth Party. I don't know. In front of Kibiki, Naho returned to her usual cool self. After calling home, I passed nervously through the living room, feeling a bit like I was imposing. Ooh. But what a living room it was. The furnishings were a fusion of Japanese and Vietnamese styles, and everything just looked really posh and inviting. That thing in the back, what is that supposed to be? It looks like one of those paper, like, or those things in Japan that, you know, I don't know, that I've seen. Usually I see, you get change behind it or so. I don't know what they're called. That's what that looks like. But that has holes in it, so I don't think that would be, any good use to change behind or something. I don't know. This place is incredible! Go ahead and leave your bag over there. And please get comfortable. I'll put the Darjeeling. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks, Kibiki. It's no problem at all. I was looking to drink some myself, in fact. Cool. Kill. Kibiki then disappeared into another room, his smile never once fading, a total dreamboat all the way. Naho gestured for me to sit, so I cautiously plopped myself down on an expensive-looking sofa. Oh, I'm sinking. Sayaka, just relax, okay? I'm going to hit the little girl's room. Okay? I think Sayaka, if I remember correctly, wasn't there that one part in Fourth Party where we had to hide underneath a bed or so? And there was a person that was there. I think it was probably, I'm thinking it might have been Sayaka, because down there in the basement it showed Sayaka getting dragged and stuff like that, you know? So Sayaka was getting dragged down there, and I remember, I vaguely remember us hiding underneath like an operating bed. And somebody getting dropped right in front of us. So, yeah. So I think it might have been Sayaka. Go for it. Okay. Naho began walking out of the room, chuckling at my swiftly sinking form mere moments later, though. Whoa. Eek! That sure caught me by surprise. I turned in the direction of the scream, concerned. God, Taguchi, lock the damn door when you're in there. Sorry, Naho! Taguchi! I heard the door slam shut with incredible force. So that was the infamous Mr. Taguchi, huh? No love lost between those two, it seemed. It was the photographer guy, right? That nerve of that guy! Having peeked out to check on Naho, Mr. Kibiki again withdrew his wide-eyed face to the kitchen, laughing softly. I swear I could look at him all day. Ooh. What's going on with the music? Why did the music do that? Dude, there's so many good CGs, dude. I don't know which one I'll use as my thumbnail. I like the last one, but then this one's also good. Taguchi over there standing there like he's being hanged and shit, bro. Dude, Taguchi, bro. Okay. Trying to savor every single droplet of the deep crimson liquid in my cup, I slowly and carefully embed the tea that was placed before me. Whatever blend Kibiki had brewed bore a flavor unlike anything else I'd ever tasted. It's wonderful. I don't like tea, so no. Excellent. I'm glad you like it. It got such a complex taste and aroma. I always thought all black tea was the same, but then at my house we only have the kind that comes in tea bags. There's nothing wrong with tea that comes in bags. It's gotten quite good these days. In fact, this is just the way I'm used to drinking tea. It really is delicious, Mr. Kibiki. Isn't it about time for you to go home, Taguchi? Oh, come on, Naho, don't be like that. Hey, Taguchi may have been her elder, but he was completely outmatched by Naho. Those two had a pretty fascinating relationship all their own. Actually, you know, I do have a rental video to return by the end of the day, so I guess that should probably be leaving after all. More porn. Okay, dude. Okay. What? No. And what do you mean by more? Anyway, if you'll excuse me. Techno break. Death by Fap. What? Naho faced Mr. Taguchi and posed as if she were shooting a beam of light at him, like some kind of legally unnameable masked superhero. I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Kibiki. You too, Naho. Actually, I'm going to school tomorrow, so no, you won't. Oh, really? That's a surprise. You just keep on keeping on, Taguchi. Rock those 29 years of insubstantial accomplishments. Okay, I cannot read. Man, you're ruthless. Taguchi staggered to the door and vanished into the outside world, utterly defeated. Watching from next to me, Mr. Kibiki simply waved his hand and smiled. If I remember correctly, didn't like Naho go into the other world and then the other two followed, or was it the other way around? Or like the other two were like, oh no, Naho, you went, and then they went in after Naho, or was it Naho and then she's going to get Sayaka to go with her? I don't know. I should probably be going too. Thank you very much for your hospitality. My pleasure. I'm sorry we couldn't offer you anything more. Oh, please. Well, Taguchi's gone. He got a pretty good head start, so I don't think you have to worry about running into him. Wow, you are ruthless. You're welcome back anytime. Please be careful on your way home. Thank you so much for everything. Have a good night. Okay. I stepped out from Kibiki's lovely home, and Naho walked me to the corner. The air felt crisp and cool against my cheeks. It had been a positively lovely day all around. Before parting ways, I lent Naho one of the Twinkle CDs I had in my bag. Then we hugged, and I began the short walk back to my own house. Hunged? Thank you, Naho. This case you discovered with Heavenly Host Elementary, it's absolutely remarkable. If our investigation bears fruit, this could very well turn the world of occult research on its head. It's too good to pass up. Okay. What's going on? Okay. Whoa. Kishi. Reddy's not breathing. What? Ah! Oh. Just a dream. What? Have to write what? Sacred Ground Investigation File Number 2. Cape Prefecture, Heavenly Hills Elementary, currently under investigation. Further progress. Encountering fierce spiritual residents while simply researching the Shinozaki estate, right side of body paralyzed, left eardrum ringing. Orbs visible in photographs. Influence confirmed. Severe dizziness, nausea, bloody BM experienced. Symptoms persist for weeks. Okay. An unrelenting nightmare on top of all that. This really is way too dangerous for them. Kibiki and Taguchi don't know how to protect themselves from spirits. They shouldn't go at all. My name is Naho Sainoko, or Sainoki. Sainoko. I travel this country investigating reports of haunted locations. Clients, fears, and doing whatever I can to help them. Recently, strange and unpleasant things have begun happening to me. I'd been investigating a certain haunted ground for the last month and encountered a malevolent will, more powerful than anything I'd ever experienced. I attributed this to the paper doll I brought back with me, of the sort commonly used in curses. No doubt a bad idea, but invaluable for research. Okay. This is the reason I hesitated with Sayaka when Sayaka asked me to be on her radio show at the restaurant earlier. Ghost stories can actually provoke the spirits involved in them. I was afraid that whatever entity had latched onto me might have some negative effect on Sayaka as well. Fortunately, aside from wreaking havoc on my psychology, the spirit didn't seem to be affecting those around me in any way. If I could just keep it under control, I was certain my appearance on Sayaka's radio show would go off without a hitch. Kibiki. I'd gone to the kitchen for a glass of water. Damn it! Kibiki, you're going to catch a cold down here, you know, Kibiki. Sound asleep. Oh, Kibiki, you're so cute. Shut up now, you're weird. Kibiki had pulled an all-nighter last night, so I was pretty sure he'd slept well into the afternoon. There we go, a nice warm blanket for you. Sweet dreams. Spirit research is decided dangerous field. Numerous people had warned me not to get into it, or not to get into deep. So why did I do it? For Kibiki, of course. If Kibiki could make progress on his occult novel, through my research, if he could succeed in all his endeavors, then no price would be too high, I felt. For his respect and admiration, I'd happily sacrifice anything and anyone. Yeah, it's definitely too dangerous to send Kibiki and Taguchi to have Heavenly Hills by himself. I'll have to make sure I go with them. I tucked Kibiki in and returned to my room. Realizing he'd still be asleep when I left for school, I decided to write him a note. Okay. Just as I was concerned for him, Kibiki was worried about putting me in danger as well, stating his prior intent to go to Heavenly Hills with Taguchi instead. I was so flattered by his consideration that I just didn't have the heart to lecture him about how ludicrously bad an idea that was. Let's see. To my dear mentor. Goddamn. Okay. The time is now 11 in the morning. Here's the latest news on the day. The time is now 11 in the morning. Here's the latest news of the day. The body of a schoolgirl was discovered in the plaza near the escalators at the southeast exit of Tokyo Shinjuku Station. Good morning, Naho. I wanted to talk to you about that Tenjin urban legend you found. I really think it might be a bit too dangerous to bring you along, so Taguchi and I should probably go by ourselves. Huh? She's not here. Come to think of it, she did say she was going to school today, which is rather unlike her. I think I remember this in the side bits of Corpse Party, you know? The extra chapters. I think I remember this part. As usual, everything's in perfect order in this room. Like night and day compared to my study. What's this? A note. To my dear mentor, for you, I would go to any lengths. Based on my findings from old Tenjin town records, I feel more confident that it is possible to return from the school using the escape plan we discussed. But you and Taguchi don't have the ability to resist spirits like I do. It would be far too dangerous in there for just the two of you. So when I get home from school today, I'll be joining you in performing the charm of Sachiko Shimazaki. Okay. But they do it anyway. I don't hold out much hope for our success, but if it works, you're seriously going to get the scoop to end all scoops. If I can help make lightning strike a third time for you with your editorial department, then you totally owe me dinner. Naho. Okay. Ha! Thank you, Naho, but I really can't allow you to put yourself in danger like that. I know the escape plan. I'm going to go with trusty old Taguchi, and you're going to wait for us here. I guess I should write her a note to that effect. I think it was Naho who killed Mr. Kibiki. Good morning, Mr. Kibiki. Are you awake? Well, he's full of spirit today. Perfect, then. Let's not waste any more time. Goddamn, bro. We're at school now. I went to school as soon as I finished my morning recording session. But by then, it was already lunchtime and Naho had skipped class as usual. But I knew where to find her. Work may have kept her out of school most of the time. But when she did come, there was one spot she always chose for lunch. The roof, okay? She liked to get away from the noisy classrooms to eat in peace. And I knew this because, well, I did too. This wasn't just her spot, but mine as well. We'd probably get in trouble if a teacher ever found us there, though. See, the lock on the door leading to the school roof just happened to be broken. So, what a nice breeze, and that sunlight too. Absolutely magical. There was a fence between the building to prevent students from falling, but it wasn't very high, so getting over it was a fairly simple task. Dude, what? Oh, okay. Okay. Right, okay. Alley-oop. I crossed the gap, mindful of any stray gusts of wind. The best shade was on the sides, so as long as I didn't look down, it was well worth the effort. And there she is. Oh, Naho! As expected, she was nested right into her usual spot. The sight was positively pictures, yeah, whatever. A high school girl all tucked away on the school roof, nose buried in a book with a nondescript paper dust jacket. I swear, you could just paint any moment of this girl's life, and it would make a fine portrait. Whatever. Saika. Hey there. Sorry to have kept you out so late last night. Hope your family wasn't mad at you or anything. Nope, no problems at all. They were A-okay with it. Oh, it seems you've trained them well. What are you implying? So hey, that book from Mr. Kibiki lent me yesterday. Freaking awesome! Okay. Right? Didn't it just totally suck you in? I love how it goes on and on with the psychological description of the first murder scene. That protagonist is totally nutso. Yeah, I wish I had been reading it in bits and pieces during my work commute. Though, kinda took away from the tension, but I can't wait to read more. Yeah, just keep at it. It's going to blow your mind. Oh yeah, that Twinkle CD you lent me? To die for, seriously! Really? Awesome! I'll bet you recognized a bunch of those songs from the concert, right? You should check out some of their music videos sometime too. Maybe I've got one on my phone that I can show you now. Nope, guess not. I'll have to give you a rain check on that. I wonder if there are any good fan-made ones. Oh, good call. If there are, I totally want to see. The bell? One already? Well, I've got an appointment I can't miss, I'm afraid. Guess I'll see you after school for recording. It's 5:30 in East Shinjuku, so we should probably meet at 4 behind the school gate. Okay, you said behind the gate. Really? What are you, 5? Naho was cool as a cucumber. Just like always, today's recording was sure to be a blast. This one's persistent, I'll give her that. Blood? Really? Is this curse honestly affecting me all the way down to the cellular level? Seriously, how long are you planning on haunting me? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's installment of Sayaka Always Love Braver. The night don't start till I pour out my heart. So let's get pouring, shall we? You'll never guess where I went today. I went to school. I met up with a friend, actually. It was the first time in a while I could just kick back and relax. We talked forever, like forever. But of course, the real reason I went was to learn stuff and junk, of course. Teehee. They're laughing at me in the control booth. What's going on out there? Fellas? Huh? The thought of Miss Owe actually going to school is hilarious. Hey, come on. I go to school. I do. I'm a high school student just like everybody else my age. Don't laugh. You try to say I'm too old, too cool for school. Seriously, stop it. You're gonna give me a complex. Some days you just can't win, you know. All I wanted to do was to say how great school is. And look what happened. I'm a laughingstock. Well, I'm glad you guys are having fun at least. Let's enjoy our half hour together tonight. To the fullest braver. Sayaka's on-air personality was incredible. I was absolutely listening to a pro at work, and she had me hooked for the moment the show began. Okay, that wraps up the intro. Miss Sainoki, please head into the booth. On my way. It was my turn now as guest speaker when I entered the recording booth. Sayaka sat facing her mic and waved me over. Okay. This. Okay. Hey, girlfriend! I returned Sayaka's cheery smile and sat myself in front of the guest mic that had been prepared for me. But something felt wrong. Very, very wrong. Dude, why are you here? Why is Sachiko here? Dude, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you in the corner? Stop being in the weird corner. What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. I just felt dizzy for a sec. Well, the camera's on you now. So wear your cutest face, okay? Roger that. This child was the daughter mentioned in my research on the Shinozaki family. This was Sachiko. She was the one who attached herself to me. Her eyes were black and hollow with no discernible pupils at all. She sat utterly motionless, but I knew she was watching me, waiting, biding her time. Her hair stood on end, or my hair stood on end. Blood rushed to my head, and surged into my throat. The Shinozaki curse was far too powerful. I couldn't suppress it. And it was clear Sayaka couldn't see her. This was bad. I had to be careful not to let Sachiko interfere with the recording. Okay, we're back. Start with the listener mail. Alright, folks. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The topic for this week's try to do a thing workshop is, oh, can I go home now, please? Haha. What do you mean no? Come on, be a sport. I guess that's nothing. Guess that's nothing I could do about it. Guess there's nothing I can do about it. This week's topic is, that's right, try to tell a scary story. Yikes. Man, I told you all I didn't want to do this one. So why did you guys send in so many responses? We actually received a record amount. Far too many to tackle by myself. So I invited a guest to help me out. Ha ha ha. Hey, don't run the applause yet. I haven't even said who it is. Or has everyone already guessed? Because it's totally who you think it is. The pro with the pro with the know-how spirit, investigator extraordinaire, as beautiful as she is brainy. It's high school paranormalist Naho Sainoki. So guys, I just broke my pen. It's one of those pens that like you get the point to get back in by pressing down with the clip on it, I guess. I don't know, but I broke off the clip, so now I can't do that. I don't know. I'll give it up for Naho. Good evening. Thanks so much for coming. No, thank you. It's an honor to have been invited. Oh, how about that, everyone? So mellow, so modest. Isn't she just a bee's knees? Naho and I actually go to the same school. We're even in the same class. Isn't that right? We hang out a lot. In fact, some of you clearly knew that and have been outright demanding that Naho make a guest appearance for quite some time now. Well, your wish is my command, my pleasure, in fact. I think I may even be more thrilled to have her here than you guys. Anyway, given today's theme, Naho seemed the perfect guest. So care to get us started with some choice words for any evil spirits that may be listening? Tremble on the border between this life and the next, under my 7 stars. That's what I'm talking about. Those ghosties have got to be shivering in their eternal booties after hearing something like that. So let's get right to the listener letters, shall we? Here's a scary story from one Junpei Nagi of M City in Tokyo. Gah. In my experience, adverse spiritual manifestations from my research had always been easy enough to keep at bay with my power, but this one was different. For this energy to be completely visible in broad daylight, I'd never seen anything like it. This was bad. My head was splitting, but the cameras were rolling, so to speak. So I had to at least keep myself from coughing up blood again. Okay. Naho was grabbing her skirt tightly with both hands, muscles completely rigid. My, was she actually getting nervous? How unlike her. I kind of grinned internally a bit at the sight of Naho acting all girly and scared. It was adorable, as I like to say, but I still had to show the host. Okay. Thunk, I slid open the door, and there before me, I saw a pair of eyes staring intently right into my very soul. Wow, that is super freaky. How about it, Naho? This has got to be fake, right? Mr. Mizuno of Kyoto is just pulling our leg, right? He may be, with only this evidence to go on. It's hard to judge the authenticity of the claim. So what you're saying is it might actually be real? Yeah! That is a possibility, yes. Oh no, please! Actually, I've noticed something even more frightening since this segment began. Naho, your focus keeps drifting over to the corner of the booth. Well... Don't tell me there's somebody there, is there? Oh, I'm getting chills. Do we have another guest with us today? An uninvited one? Please say no. No, we're fine. Now there's somebody there. This seemed the perfect twist to up the tension of the segment. But a look on Naho's face suggests I may have been onto something, which was terrifying. Her guest spot on this show may have just been fun and games, but I knew Naho was about as well versed in spiritual matters as they come. This gave her a great deal of confidence, but unbeknownst to me, that confidence was beginning to unravel all around her. She was in way over her head. But by the time she would come to realize it would be too late, and not just for her. Great work, everyone. That's a wrap. Okay. Oh. The recording ended without incident, as far as anybody knew. Sayaka tossed a piece of chocolate into her mouth that she seemed to have brought with her. She was as casual and relaxed as can be. So out with it. Did you see something in the booth or not? No, I didn't see anything. I glanced back into the recording booth. Sachiko's spirit has disappeared a little while ago. I felt it was best to act as if nothing had happened and successfully managed to steer the topic of conversation elsewhere until... What the... What's wrong? Was someone talking out here during the recording? No. Why would any of us make a rookie mistake like that? You wouldn't be able to hear us from inside the booth anyway. There's something on the tape, though sounds like a voice to me. Where? Here, during this exchange. Damn. Mr. Mizuno of Kyoto is just pulling our leg, right? He may be with one. He may be with only this evidence. He may be with only this evidence to go on. I'm only hearing those two. You don't hear a third voice? Mr. Mizuno of Kyoto is just pulling our leg, right? He may be with only this evidence to go on. Right there, after Miss Sainoki says he may be. Mr. Mizuno of Kyoto is just pulling her leg, right? He may be, but okay. Yeah, okay. I'm tired of repeating myself. Pulling her leg, right? Okay. He may be with only the evidence to go on. Okay. Oh God, there is a voice. It's saying, "I'm watching you," right? He may be with only. Whoa. You've got to be kidding me. It's in the recording for sure. That's so creepy. Is this for real? An actual EVP? Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's the matter? Pull yourself together. Suddenly, the director began to clutch at his throat and thrash around. His face was bright red and his mouth frothed over as he struggled to breathe. Hold him down. He's gonna knock everything over and hurt himself. Yes, sir. Is it over? What was that? Some kind of seizure? Oh crap, he's not breathing. What? God. Call an ambulance, quick. He needs CPR. Okay. Come on, keep it together, man. The hell's going on? Send the guests home. We're done. Sayaka's usual smile, countenance had been replaced by a thin mouth of a cold sweat. There was no doubt about it. This was the influence of that spirit. And it must have been absolutely terrifying for her co-workers who'd never had contact with the spirit world before. I regretted appearing on the program. Wow, dude. Okay. I'm so sorry. I guess I shouldn't have come. Oh, don't be silly. You did great. We can cut out the voice for the broadcast. But honestly, I say we leave it. I mean, it's kind of a lucky break when you think about it. I'm really grateful for your help today. I owe you one, so if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. Oh, and as for Quill Fight-Non, how's next week sound? Heh. On the way home, Naho finally smiled, glad to see she still had it in her. I needed to put on a happy face myself too. I was afraid if I seemed too gloomy, it would bring Naho down, and she hadn't done anything wrong. I had to let her know how grateful I was to try to bring her spirits back up. The two of us parted ways on the corner near our houses, as I needed to stop in the convenience store for some groceries. See you later. Thanks again. You too. Good night. Wow, dude. Okay. Did the director die? I've never before felt such a strong, persistent spiritual presence. I had a considerable amount of power within me, and usually it was more than enough to disperse any malicious wills that dared draw near. But even with all my concentration, I'd still put Sayaka and her co-workers in grave danger. They easily could have been killed by the curse. For the sake of dear Kibiki's safety, we really should have put the kibosh on our entire investigation into the Shinozaki family line a lot sooner. But it wasn't too late to call it off. As far as I knew, I was going to pull out from the Heavenly Host Elementary case altogether. I had made up my mind. I should probably undergo a traditional spirit exorcism as soon as possible. Wow, okay. Huh? It was past 9. It was past 9:30, so it had been dark out for hours already. Yet there wasn't a single light on in Kibiki's house. Kibiki? No signs of life. Somehow the whole house felt larger and emptier than ever before. Kibiki? Kibiki, are you sleeping? I peeked into his study, but he wasn't there. Nor was he anywhere else. The house was deserted. Now Kibiki's meeting for meetings for work were always held at irregular times. So this wasn't unpredicted or anything. But the atmosphere inside just felt different somehow. There was this peculiar silence, as if no one had ever lived here in the first place. I'm watching you. What? Something just seemed very, very wrong. It was like someone was watching me, staring at me. Finally, I found a note on my desk. Not the one I'd left for Kibiki this morning, but a response written in his familiar scroll. Dear Naho, thank you for your concern. I couldn't live with myself if I exposed you to any more danger on my behalf. However, Taguchi and I gone to Heavenly Hills Elementary. We've noted the way back, so please don't worry. We'll return safe and sound. And if we're successful, let's all go out for a nice meal together, okay? God damn. No! Okay. So guys, I'm gonna end the video there. I thought that this chapter is kind of still long, you know. It's it's still quite long. I went through this game, you know. But guys, I'm going to end it here so I can you know, go to sleep or so, because I am feeling real tired right now. It's also getting really dark outside. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like and of course subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out and bye-bye.